Good morning, everybody. So, I did the Anna Griffin this weekend. Not my most successful, but uh, it was pretty good. I did miss the ornaments, I have to admit. Usually, she does paper ornaments when she does the creates, and this year she didn't. She did a book nook. I didn't get that far. I'm hoping to be able to go back and do it. But I did want to show you what I did get done. I always love these events. I don't know. I don't know. I just always do. So let's start with the first, which was these cards. And you open, and there should be a sentiment in there, and there will be, of course. But this opens up, and there is a sentiment there. And then this opens up, and this pulls out. And I was very impressed with this one. I just really thought it was pretty awesome. There was this one. This is that new color, and I'm just going to say I love it. And the private sale, I bought more of it. I love the color. It puts off different colors when you turn it to different light, and I'll have to get some out and show you, but this is just what it is. The front of the card, very pretty. And then there's this one. These were all done in the first class. So pretty. I just love Anna's stuff. It's just gorgeous. Her papers are so thick. Next, I'm going to show you the tags that we made. Mine are not up to standard. I'm just going to say that because there was some extra cutting and stuff that I didn't get done. And she kind of messed up when she told us to cut these ribbons. And I had cut them with her. So when she corrected it, it was too late. So I just left it like this. This one I did do right, but it looks like I could have trimmed that a little bit better, which is still not too late to do. As you can see, this was the two-sided one, which was kind of the one I think that I really messed up. This was the one that required the extra that I didn't cut. And we have this. Now a gift card is supposed to go in there. Let me see if I have one of those. Well, here. I'll just put this piece of paper in there. That's not right. There we go. So I think that's probably supposed to be glued shut right there. Uh-oh. These did not stay down. This is supposed to be a pocket at the bottom that your little note card could go in. I might have done mine upside down or something. But anyways, this should be stuck down better. And then, so if you have a gift card in there, then when you open it, that pops up. And there's the gift card there for everybody to see. It's just so pretty. This is the other. And you can see my ribbon placement was not great. You know, she goes through everything very quick, and if you want to follow along, you have to move quick. And I just love this red. It also does. This is the one I did upside down. I placed this, should have been up here. And since I missed that, I had this extra piece of gold foil that I stuck up there. And, you know, you can put a sentiment or something in there. This pops up. There, a gift card can go in there. That is a sticker. That's why it's still sticky. I should have used my thing. But like I said, my embossing buddy. But like I said, with you're trying to keep up, and so you're moving quickly and doing things. But it's so pretty. And we did a gratitude journal. And here's that. Now, I didn't have the right string, and I was trying to get it done and everything, but I can still show you. There's 3 little books in it. And this paper came, and I did order more of the paper. And there should have been more decoration here, but I love the die that she has now for this. My first time doing Anna Griffin, we did a journal. Doing an Anna Griffin Create, she did a journal. And the die that came with it, I found very hard to use. I don't know if it's because, if this was easier because now I know better what I'm doing, or because the way she does it is better now. I'm not sure. I just know that it went better for me this time than it did all those years ago. We also made a little thing to put our journals in. And so this can sit. That was all I got done. The third day, so it started on Friday. I was late getting things prepped. So before the Friday, I had almost 2 days of stuff prepped. Then Friday, after the Create, I had a crop to go to. So Friday night, I didn't get any more prepping done. Saturday, my internet kept messing up. And everything kept buffering and buffering and buffering. And I was like, I'm going to have to wait and come back and do the stuff for today. And I didn't want to do the box that was the last day. Just because I felt like what was that we did that box? Anyways, I just felt like it was a box. It might have been the cookie box. And I just felt like I would rather save her product for something that I know I'm going to use than a box that I'm probably not going to use. So, and then we had plans for dinner Saturday night with family, and I went to that. And so then Saturday night, I didn't get anything cut. Now, here where I'm at, Create starts at the morning session starts at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I get up early, so I could have got up and I could have started doing some prep work, but then anybody in the house would have been woken up, and I just didn't feel like that was a nice thing to do, so I didn't. So yesterday for Create, I just watched. I don't know that I would ever use a book nook. It was cute, but probably not my thing. But here's what I want to show. See these? These all came out of a die. Now, some of them are kind of weird shaped, and I won't use those because they're just a weird shape. But most of them are these little rectangles. And I thought to myself, surely there is some way I can use these rectangles on a card, and I am not throwing them away. But see, some of them are weird shaped, and I'm not going to use those. If I wanted to make that curved design, I could, right? I could use them. But I thought, they're these perfect little rectangles. They came out of a window. And see that blue? Isn't that beautiful, that blue? There should be another big one. That might have got thrown out because I didn't save all those shaped ones because I thought I'm not going to use those. But I've got all these rectangles that are kind of perfect and exactly the same. And I thought, surely I can use these somehow. And so I will be doing some consideration. See, this is going to be on the other side here. This probably goes somewhere over here. No, I don't know where it goes. But I'm not going to use those weird shaped ones. I'm just going to try to figure out a way to use these perfect rectangles as a background or something. But they are. This blue paper, I'm telling you, is so beautiful. There's another piece of that weird shaped. But see them? And I don't know that I saved all of them. It was, at one point I thought, wait a minute. These are so perfect. And with her paper, oh, there's some skinny ones. They're skinnier than others. See? So I guess they're not all the same size. But, yeah, skinnier ones. There are some thinner ones. But see, that's not the same size. But anyways, so we're going to, later on today, when I come back, we will see what I'm just thinking of gluing them to the back, gluing them on a card for a background, and then putting something over them, you know, like just using them for a background. But we will see what I come up with later. But I did want to fill y'all in. I know I went silent for those 3 days. And I don't want to do that no more because while I was gone, I missed so many days. I'll put these over here to this side. But I do have the die. I could cut more of these out if I needed to. But I don't think I need to. This blue paper, though, is so pretty. Like I said, I ordered more of that. I put in a pretty big order in her private sale. Afterwards, I did get her glass mat. Her glass mat is magnetized, and it comes with magnets. So you can place things down, put the magnet on, and you don't really have to worry about it moving. And I thought, well, if it works as good as her magnet on her die cutting machine, it will be nice. I ordered some of this paper. I ordered some other paper and some dies that I'm thinking is going to help with Valentine's. And she had a auto ship for the next 2 creates. And I went ahead and ordered that. See all these things? So, she did talk about the next event. She's got the papers, a feminine paper, a more masculine paper, and then a younger kind of paper that we're going to be using for whatever reason, and that interested me. I thought that's interesting. I don't know about the next event, the regular Create at Home, but the next one is what is it called? Like, it used to be the crop, but now she's changed it to something else. But anyways, so I am participating in the next 2 at homes and events. So that's me taken care of for a year. Now, you only pay for the one. So far, well, I don't even know that she billed me for the first one yet, but I'm assuming she did. I'm hoping she did. And what else did I order? Was that it? I'm trying. Anyways, when my order comes in, I will show you. That is just a reflection. That is just my light reflecting down on this. I thought it looks like there's a piece of paper there. I don't see a piece of paper there. It's just the light reflecting. So, all right, everybody. I just wanted to give you a quick update, and I'll be back. Y'all know me. I had issues with my glue, my double-sided tape pens. I ran out, and I wasn't worried because I've had these Crafter Companion refillables for a long time. And I put this one in, and it's not working. So I don't know if I have it in wrong. I don't know. But I'm going to mess with it and see if I can figure out why. But I did. And you know what I had to bring out? I had to bring out the school glue. This only wanted to come out some. I guess you cannot fill this all the way because then the air doesn't get in. And you have to keep stopping and let air in. And like I said with Anna Griffin, you got to be fast. I had this double-sided tape, just didn't have time to tear it and everything. So I don't, and this stuff to me usually doesn't hold well enough anyways, especially when you're doing an Anna Griffin project, right? And so I did have my normal glue issues. And that's why that one pocket wasn't staying. And I did have to revert to the school glue, and I thought, well, I don't have to worry about it being acid free and all that. This is not a scrapbook. This is cards. So hopefully, I don't even know if this is acid, but I'm assuming it doesn't say acid free. So I'm assuming that there's acid in there and it's not safe to use. But I didn't have a choice at the time. I was kind of stuck. So, and like I said, when you're trying to hurry, because if you want to, I do want to, always want to. Everybody says, oh, relax, don't worry about it. Go back and watch it later. And that doesn't work for me. I want to do it with Anna. I don't want to just sit and watch. So yesterday, that's what I did for 3 projects. You know, for the 3 classes, is just sat and watched. And I just felt like, you know, I was missing out. So, yep, that's the thing. All right. So, all right, everybody. I will be back later, and we will see how we can use these scraps. Hopefully, we can come up with something really good. All right. If you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me again. Everybody have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.